Good morning, fans. I've had a few of you, whether it was in my DMs or in the comments, y'all really wanted the recipe, whether it was to my homemade gravy or my homemade meatloaf. So y'all, today I'm gonna make a fresh batch. I went to the store this morning because I was scheduled a little later than my regular time to clock in, right? So I went and got the mini pans because we have to remain the recipe the same. We cannot switch it up and do it in a bigger pan this time because you don't know if that makes all the difference. A little compact mini meatloaf. So we got to do everything the same, y'all. But this time I'm not going to make homemade mashed potatoes. I'm going to make homemade baked mac and cheese to, make a little twist and do something different. But we're going to remake a fresh batch of meatloaf, fresh batch of gravy, and a fresh batch of the baked mac and cheese, because y'all was in my DMs or in my comments talking about that looks bomb and y'all need the recipe. So I'm gonna do it. Now, I was summoned earlier than the time I was scheduled, so I'm clocking in and I'm gonna catch you guys a little later. I'm gonna post that recipe for y'all. Enjoy and stay tuned. All right, y'all, we are off and we gotta get ready to start cooking. I don't know why I sounded like that. Please don't mind me. All right, you guys, I'm gonna start by grabbing some gloves really quickly because we're gonna get into the meat real quick, because that's literally gonna take the longest. I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven real quick on 350, and we're gonna turn on the light, get that going. Hope y'all had a good Wednesday, hump day. It's the middle of the week. Before anything though, I'm going to get some water boiling for my pasta because I'm gonna make mac and cheese like I told y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and start boiling some water so that we can let the mac and cheese, the pasta, cool down before we actually put the cheese on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and boil the water, add a little bit of salt to it to help the boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. Once I see that boiling, we'll throw in the pasta. We are working with elbows today. One second. So we got somebody, yeah. Actually, you guys, also before I forget, I'm gonna need to chop up some onions because we're gonna put some diced, chopped up whatever onions inside the meatloaf. I had onions in there, and also for my gravy, I had onions in my gravy. So we're gonna use this half a head of onions. We're gonna chop it up. Okay, you guys, I've chopped them up. As you can see, I like them really small. I want you guys to get into the really small. Like, I literally like them that small. All right, you guys, so I went ahead and threw some onions in there really quickly, and I put my meat in there real quick on top. And this is how I do. I literally go by the voices in my head. I eyeball everything and pray that it's not salty. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. We're just gonna eyeball this for the amount of meat that we have. That should be good enough. Adobo. Oops, excuse me. So that is the first thing I use. I got adobo in there. We're gonna set it aside because I think I added a little bit more after I had mixed it up. We're gonna go ahead and add all of our strong seasonings first so that we eyeball it properly. Like I like to do that first. We got some cayenne pepper, add a little bit of that. Just a little bit, give it a little kick. And I'm also gonna add some paprika. Okay. I know that's probably not the best because it's like showing you like reversed. Like if I reverse the camera, you'll be able to read it properly, but I'm sure y'all can see that. So that, we're gonna go ahead and add the sazon. I put all of the sazon packets in here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and eyeball that as well. There we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some pepper. There we go. Add some pepper. We're gonna go ahead and add some granulated garlic powder. Now, I like to use a lot of onion powder and garlic powder. That was garlic powder. This is onion powder. Excuse me. Don't mind the outside noise. Somebody's riding their bike. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright. So we got that. Eyeballed that. I'm going to do this after, okay? So right now I'm going to mix this up really quickly and I'll be right back. Really quickly, because I want you to understand what I'm doing when I'm mixing. I'm actually just taking my hand and squeezing the seasoning into every part of the beef. Okay, and this is why I use gloves, because it gives me the ick. I used to really cook without gloves all the time, and now it seems like I find myself using gloves all the time. Like, it's crazy. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do that for a little bit. Get it all in there. Okay, now that we've mixed that all in there, what I do is, so that the meatloaf can maintain its shape when I put it in the rectangular aluminum foils, I add maybe a little less than half a cup of Italian breadcrumbs. You can use any breadcrumbs that you like. I just get the Italian style Great Value breadcrumbs. So I eyeball that and I put maybe at least about half a cup. That is just so that it can stick together. So that's all. Oop, I got it all over my stove. That's all that you really need. That's all that she wrote. Murder, she wrote. Let me stop. Alright, so that's all that you really need for that. Now you're asking why I didn't put all the seasonings away is because I still got to do my gravy and my mac and cheese, and I'm not trying to be back and forth, so I left the seasonings out. Not that I'm going to use each one for the same for everything, but anyways, you get the point. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up really good. I'll be back with you guys. This is why I use gloves. Yuck. Okay, after my meat has all been, you know, mixed in thoroughly, there's still a few pieces that might, but don't worry, the seasoning will seep through when the oven is cooking it. So after I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and take 3 of the small miniature, just like yesterday. Okay. And I've changed my gloves. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a decent amount of the mixture of the beef and all the seasonings and everything. So I'm going to add a decent amount on here. I'm going to roll it into its own little mini meatloaf. Almost like a big meatball, but more in a rectangular type of thing. So something like this. Y'all see it? And then we're just going to drop it in the pan. That's all. You're just going to drop it in that pan. All right. We're going to do the same for the rest. I could have probably done that one a little bigger because I still have a lot of meat here, but that's okay. That's okay. Seems like this one had a little bit more than yesterday, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to make them equal, but okay. That's okay. That is A-okay. I like to smell it because I like to make sure that my meat is well seasoned. And trust me, it doesn't smell any bad. It doesn't smell like meat. It's just seasoned meat. Like just regular seasoned meat. Don't smell bad. This one's going to be big. I should have added more to that other one. Darn it. Okay. So yeah, this one's going to be huge. I had one bigger yesterday as well, but it's okay. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna form them. We might have to do a part 2, y'all. We'll see. If y'all see this cut off, just know you'll see a part 2. Okay? So just stay tuned. Okay? There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the pan. Alright, you guys, we might have to do a part 2. This is how it's looking. Okay, you guys, and as I covered them, I'm just going to shove them right in there. Alexa, set a timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes, starting now.
We'll let that cook for about 45 minutes, and another 15, it'll go Sorry, what was I saying? After 45 minutes, we will let it like simmer for a little bit, and we will put the gravy on top and let it cook for another 10 or so. So, but right now we're just putting it in 45 minutes. I'll catch you a little bit later. Stay tuned for the mac and cheese and for the gravy. All right, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and input all of this 1 pound of mac and cheese. Okay. Gonna go ahead and give it a mix. So it's not sticking. I should put some butter in there. Let me go ahead and grab some butter, y'all. Okay. Don't mind that, I have to throw this away. I do have another thing of butter, don't worry. It's in the fridge. But I use every little bit of stuff that we have. Don't play around here about food. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in the pasta. Let it cool. Let it cook with the pasta so it can soften up. Okay. Alright, you guys. For my cheeses, I was limited because of the store I went to. So we're gonna do with what we have. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this already shredded sharp cheddar because I want to get rid of it. Always smell your dairy. We're good. That's what's her name? She says that all the time. And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw some mozzarella. Ooh. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and go in. I'm gonna do this other sharp cheddar after I do this one because we already have some sharp cheddar, so I want to see how much cheese I have first. So we're gonna go ahead and open this Kobe Jack, or just Kobe. I wish I had pepper jack. That's what I really wanted. That one smells amazing though. So we're gonna have a really good mac and cheese. So we're gonna go ahead and shred it. Let me go ahead and get some gloves. I feel better when I have gloves on. I don't know why. I also have no idea why I haven't turned on the light. Like, let there be light. There we go. All right. I don't know. I feel more sanitary when I have gloves, even though my hands are clean and I wash my hands like every 5 minutes of the day. I'm not kidding. I really do wash my hands a lot. It's an OCD of mine, but whatever. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna go ahead. Oh, it's hot in here. Did I have that AC on? We're gonna go ahead and shred this. Oh, this is gonna take me forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and shred this, you guys, and I'll be back with you, okay? Because, yeah. Oh my goodness. I kid you not, it only took me about 10 years to freaking do this whole block of cheese. I'm just kidding. Maybe about 2 whole minutes, 3 whole minutes. This is why I need to invest in one of those. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that. Okay, now I'm debating if I should do this whole block of sharp cheddar or half. I'm thinking maybe I should do a whole. I love it. Maybe we should do half. Yeah, I think we're gonna do half for now. If I need more, I will do more. Okay, you guys, so we got half. We're gonna get to it. Okay. Go ahead and do this. Okay. Do you guys know a better technique to do this without like having to be afraid to like put your finger? This sharp cheddar is so sharp. I mean, so tough. All right, you guys, so right here, I'm gonna start doing my mac and cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and put half a, what is this? I'm trying to see. Okay, I got half a stick of butter. I should probably put more than half a stick of butter. Let me get another. All right, we're gonna put more than half a stick of butter, so probably about a little less than half a stick of butter, right? That's salted. I'm gonna go ahead and let that melt down real quick. Oop, I had a piece of cheese flew in there. I'm gonna go ahead and let that melt. Right. After that's melted, I got a little bit of heavy cream in the fridge. I think we're gonna do the whole thing in heavy cream. I might have to go ahead and shred the rest of that cheese that I had, which is the sharp cheddar, right? Yeah, the sharp cheddar. We're gonna go ahead and melt this real quick. To the butter and the heavy cream. Let me go ahead and pop this open real quick, okay? We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of pepper, a little bit of cayenne, garlic and onion powder, just a tad, a little bit of everything. I'm gonna lower this a bit. Go ahead and add that paprika. Add a little bit of cayenne. Ooh, I got the large side open. Y'all need to be careful with that. You don't want that mac and cheese to be too spicy now. You don't know if the children want some. I'm gonna go ahead and add some pepper. I like garlic powder, so you know we're gonna add that garlic powder with no shame. Okay. And we got some onion powder. All right. And to that, we're gonna go ahead and start mixing this all. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and add all of our heavy cream. We're gonna need all that heavy cream, to be honest with you. So we're gonna let that go ahead and simmer slowly. I'll be back with you real quick in a jiffy. All right, you guys, to this, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit. I'm gonna use my hands. My hands are clean. I'm gonna go ahead and mix the cheeses up really quickly because we want everything to be even. Oop. I am dropping cheese. But I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this cheese mix to the pan so that it can melt. Probably should have had what do you call it? This is coming out. I probably should have had some more of that half and half. I should have had half a gallon, but I ended up having that what do you call that? That pint. But we're gonna go ahead and let this melt real quick, and I'll show you guys after the consistency. To be honest with you guys, I'm gonna have to add a little bit of lactate whole milk, because y'all know we don't lactose here, because I don't think I had enough of the half and half, which is okay because I don't want the cheese to be too thick. It has to be a little bit runny, just a tad bit, and that cheese is a bit much. So I'm gonna add just a tad bit real quick, and we'll see how that does. That is probably much better. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this. Ooh, I'm dropping some. Hold on. All right, you guys, this is the perfect consistency right here. So it's not too runny, but it's not too cheesy and thick. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. All right. You guys, Alexa just went off. I really should check on the meatloaf. I'm just gonna still give it about 10 more minutes and then we'll be back to it. But right here, I have my macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and put in this pan. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add the cheese over to here, okay? So actually, we're gonna have to put this here because I have nowhere to put it right now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this. It's really hot. And we're gonna go ahead and pour it right over. Oh my goodness, okay. All right, that should be good. Woo! Y'all see that? Okay, hold on. We're gonna go ahead and give it a good mix. Oh, really quickly, I had to hear, you guys hear this? Can y'all hear that? All right, I wanted to show you guys a close-up. Look at that. All right, so after it's evened out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pour the rest of that cheese on top of it. Hold on. And also, after I do that, hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and layer it. I'll be right back. To this, I am going to add some butter in a minute. because I want my top to also be crispy. So I'm gonna put some breadcrumbs on top, okay, like this. Some breadcrumbs, just a little bit, just a little bit. All right, yeah, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna put the butter. Oop, hold on. I forgot. I'm gonna add some paprika on top too. Okay, looking real good, looking real pretty. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put some butter, salted butter, like on top, just a little bit, around, maybe about 5 little chunk of pieces, just a little bit, just like that. I'll show you guys. Don't worry, I'm coming. Look at that. Okay. At the same time, we are going to grab our meatloaf out of the oven. We're gonna go ahead and put in our mac and cheese, just like that, in the oven. Oh my God, the mac and cheese almost fell out. Girl, you seen the videos where the mac and cheese just completely spill? All right, you guys, it's in the oven. It's looking pretty. See that? All right. Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes. We're gonna let that sit there for 20 minutes.
Starting now.
We should have been doing the gravy, but I like to do things at one time so that way I'm not hectic and things get done properly. But we should have been doing the gravy so we can pour it on top, so that way it can cook again with the gravy on top. But for now, we're gonna let it rest while we make the gravy. So we're gonna sit it on top and then we'll throw it back in there for another 10 or 15 minutes, okay? You with me? Stay with me. For the gravy, we're gonna go ahead and take the rest of that. So I've been putting it in and out of the fridge, but we're gonna go ahead and take that salted butter, the rest of that salted butter, and we had used pepper, this, and this. We got granulated garlic, pepper, and onion powder. We're gonna let this do its thing. We're gonna let that melt, okay? While that melts, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some flour. While I grab the flour, we also need our beef broth, okay?